Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Billy Intruder, welcome to Hexceed, the easiest to explain game I've ever featured on the channel, because this is Minesweeper, but hexagons, but, even more important than that, it's free. You can just go to Steam and you can play this right now. It's a free-to-play game, but the good sort of free-to-play game. Alright, not the sort with nonsense wait timers or anything. You just click play and you can play most of the game right now. So 46 levels here, there's 110, there's 140. So okay, there's like 300 little levels you can play immediately. Then, if you want to buy some DLC, that's just like level packs, and they're like $1 each or something. So this is the good sort of free game. Anyway, let's dive in because, okay, just in case you've been living under a rock, let's, make sure we understand what's going on here. Minesweeper is a super chill game about figuring out where there are mines and where there aren't mines. So for example, if I click here, that's a 0. That means none of the adjacent hexes have got mines in. So I can click all of these, no trouble whatsoever. So that's all fine, that's all fine, that's all fine. Oh my goodness, that's not a 0, that's a 1. Meaning one of these hexes must have a mine under it, though probably for legal reasons. They're not actually referred to as mines in this game. I'm not sure if anyone actually owns Minesweeper as a concept. And that's where the simple puzzling comes in, because this is a 0, and this is a 0, so both of these must be safe therefore. That's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 2, and we see up here, yeah, there's 2 mines hidden on the field. Therefore, it must be both of these, and congratulations, I've solved the puzzle. I truly am a flipping genius. And you might be wondering how you get, several bloody 100 levels out of that. Well, these aren't randomly generated. They're all actually, properly curated. So there's no guesswork. There's always going to be a logical solution. And Hexceed adds all sorts of little extras to complicate things a little bit. So here we go. We got ourselves dividing walls. So as a result of that, yes, this says 0, but it only affects these cells right here. There could still be stuff over here. So that starts overcomplicating things. Zeros are always nice and simple though, because yeah, if you see a 0, you can always click all of the attached cells, but on this occasion, that doesn't count as an attached cell, but it does for these 2, so that's all absolutely fine. We can just keep clicking out on the 0s till we run out of 0s. Then yes, 1 means this must be here. 2, that's the only 2 that could be there. That's still, okay, that could be either of them. You can only be this, and as you can only be this, therefore this one must be referring to this one. That must be safe too. That's up to a 2. This is a 3, which is very convenient because as we've covered all of these must be them. Therefore that 2 is fine. That 2 is already covered. That one's already covered. So we can just bring out over in this direction. That's all lovely. Plenty more 0s. Everyone loves 0s. Now we've covered these. That must be 1. This 3 is already covered, so that's fine. And yes, if you make a mistake, like, you say the wrong thing is actually not a thing, then the game will actually tell you at that point. So, hang on, what definitely isn't a thing? 1... Okay, this can't be. This can't be a mine because I've already found this mine. So if I click here, the game will be like, no, you've made a mistake. So it's a very chill game because if you make a mistake, you don't fail instantly. And if you put a mine flag in the wrong place, the game's like, no, think again, please. But now if I make a second mistake, the game will instead just revert a few turns. So I'll just show you that right now. So if I just keep doing that, there we go. So this 3 is in fact already covered, so we can just keep on keeping on. 1 is already covered. This 2 needs to go somewhere. That 0 is going in this direction. That 0 goes over here. This 1 can only come to here. Then that 2 is covered already. These 1s are fine. You are fine. You are fine. You need to go somewhere 2 and 2. This 1 is covered by that 1. Over to here. Lovely. Then 1's already there. You're already on the 2. You're already there. So therefore this must be the last 1. And I can confirm that on the flags there. So there we go. Nice and flipping simple. But that's only, trick number 1 here in Tutorial Island. So let's skip ahead to something a little bit more complicated here. So a whole bunch of 0s. No trouble there whatsoever. And yes, you may all of a sudden notice some red arrows. Red arrows mean this cell behaves differently. This cell is simply reporting what is happening in that direction. So every hex north of that 0 has got nothing on it. Alright, there can't be because there's nothing there. This 2, however, everything's getting a bit more complicated. That means the combined sum total of mines in all of those directions put together is 2. So between this and all the way up here, there's only 2. So no, it's not there because that's Never mind. Okay, so I need to think more. This is the problem. I'm much better at this when I'm not commentating. This 0 doesn't refer to this space, because, yeah, this 0's only referring up to here. And in fact, actually, this 2 has to be these 2. It can't not be, because, well done me, basically. But then this 1 is all happy and covered. This 2 must be here, because there's a wall right over here, so that's all absolutely fine. And now I found, yeah, now I found this one and this one. This 2 is already covered. Therefore, every single one of these in this direction must, by definition, be safe. And all of these 0s are going to be safe too, as long as we obey the rules of walls. So that's all fine. That's got me a lot of coverage. In fact, this is all absolutely gorgeous. So there we go. Keep on keeping on. And then we got, yeah, some more 0s over here. Just keep them moving up too. Are we covered at this point? Yes, I think that's all the 0s now covered, but we've also got ourselves another 2. So this 2 is, yeah, you can actually just hover and it shows you exactly what it's referring to if you need a reminder. So, okay, I have found one of those. There is a second somewhere. Now, next up, I need to find myself, yeah, I know this one is covered by you, so therefore you're safe. And now you must be this one. Simply because this one has nowhere else to go. So that one, therefore, is safe moving in this direction. 3, there's a 0. 0s are your best friends. 3 must be those 2. So that is now a 3 completed. This one is now safe. And, okay, you're saying there are 3 in this direction on this line. 1, 2, there's only 1 cell remaining. This must, therefore, be one of them. So that's all absolutely lovely. 1, 2, that needs to be a 3 as well. Therefore, this 1 is all covered. You are under control. That's a 0, so you're fine too. So we've cleared out the north at this point. So, okay, what's the next move here? This one has to be here. Therefore, you're absolutely fine, but that 2 is still a bit of a problem. This one has to be here. Therefore, the 2 is satisfied. That's a 3, unfortunately, though, so that's a bit of a shame too. Okay, gotta find a new way in. This one has to be to here. That's fine, but this 2 still needs to cover one of those 2. So, do I have coverage on this yet? No. I still don't know what that one's gonna be. There's a good chance that that might be, yeah, a mine that this is covering. But I can't know for certain, so, okay. This one right here. This must be, yeah, the mine for this one. Therefore, all the cells around here are fine. And, here we go. We've now got ourselves a 6. 6 in every direction combined, which is, yeah, 3/4 of all of what's left, because I always know how many it is. This is important, by the way, because you need to keep in mind how many mines are left. Sometimes the only way to solve the puzzle is by looking at the number of remaining mines and seeing that even though, like, looking just at the actual hexes, there might be multiple solutions, there's only one solution that fits the number of remaining mines left on the board. So, okay, what's the next move here? Well, this 2 is now satisfied, so we can keep going this direction, and that 2's satisfied as well, so that's all moving in good shape so far. And you've only actually got so far only 1. Yeah, only 1. There's still 5. And there's only so many bloody hexes remaining. This one has to be here. Therefore, this one is 100% safe. Now, this one, therefore, only has this remaining. That 2 is now covered. All of these 1s are now safe. This 2 is now secure. That 1 is secure. This 2 must be to here. Therefore, the 3 is fine. So that's that sorted out. We've still only got, yeah, 3. So, therefore, of the remaining 4 hexes that are currently being highlighted, 3 of them must be, yeah, the mines. So, okay, that's a little bit on the interesting side. What's my next move here? Ah, hang on. Go back up to this one, right here. You see, I can't figure out a solution, not without guessing, just by looking at these, but by going up to here, I can. Because now, there are 2 along these 3 lines, and I've already got 2. Therefore, these 2 down here must, by definition, be safe. And that means this 2 must be satisfied by those. That means you're safe, that means you're safe, which is absolutely lovely. And once again, we're running out of space here. So 2 must go to 2. You've already got 2 there, so that therefore must be safe. You must be safe. You must be safe. And now we're into 2 and 2. And now do we need to come up with a solution? There's only 1 remaining. And the one remaining is actually, you know what, that's already 100% fine, because this 2 must be satisfied, and job done. Okay, so life's starting to get a bit more, you know, interesting right there. So, okay, that's some of the basics, but hang on, there's a couple more little tricks the game likes to play. Here we go, another little tutorial mission here. Say hello to, yes, the green cells. They don't cover what's around them, they cover what's around them and what's one further out as well. So therefore, I know there's literally nothing in this entire area. That's all absolutely fine. However, here, I know there's 3 in here somewhere. So I can just use the zeros to help me out a little bit here. No trouble whatsoever. And we now know they're coming down in this sort of a direction. So, yeah, 3 dotted about over in this sort of direction. You must be 1, therefore you can't be 1, therefore it must be them right there. So yeah, you also got to watch out for the extendo ones. But how about instead we skip forward a bit? So okay, let's get to where the game's gonna start kicking my ass a bit. So welcome to Terrarium, one of the later worlds. So let's test myself against all of this. So begin in the center, 0. That's always nice. That's a good starting point. And aha, here we go. So say hello to the shotgun pieces. Blue arrow means in kind of a spread pattern in this direction. So there is 1 over here somewhere in all of these hexes, and it kind of seems to ignore walls on this occasion. But for now, instead, yeah, just follow the zeros. The zeros are always going to be a good thing to follow. And the 3, that's a good, healthy starting point, because that can only be any of these. So therefore, that's going to get me in this direction. Lovely. Everybody loves wands. Wands are great, because wands can just open up huge, huge amounts of space right over there. That 3 needs 1 more, but it could be any number of things. That 1 could be any of this. You must be here, because there's a wall here anyway. So that's a 2, and there is 3 dotted around in here. So, okay, must be 3, or rather 1 more, because I've already got 2. So 1 more in here, together with 1 over in here. So that would suggest, actually, this area is going to have not much going on in it overall. So there's actually a couple of zeros I've not even touched yet as well. So okay, we're running very low on everything around here, and actually there's more zeros as well. Yep, more 1s, lovely. So 1, 1. You must be here, so therefore we can have a few more cleared out over in this direction, because that's all fine. And nope, sorry, I clicked the wrong one there. That's all absolutely fine, because the game's now just flashing a warning at me. So I know there's 2 in this direction along this line, but I can get to, yeah, that's a 1 right there. You've already got coverage, so you're fine. So this 2 must be completed over here. This 1 is absolutely fine over there. This 1 must come to here. That 2 is therefore satisfied. Both those 1s satisfied. We can go to here, and now, okay, double shotgun. And 5 between those 2. Okay. Interesting, and bear in mind this is, with a wall here, this 2 must go to there, so therefore all of you lot are nice and happy right there as well. So I've already got you right there, and actually, hang on, there's 2 along here, alright, and this one has to be this one. That satisfies the 2, so therefore these 2 must be safe in accordance with red 2. So okay. Okay. Meanwhile, you've already got 3 of your 5. There's 2 more, and there's only 2 spots it can go on. So therefore, I mean, would that make sense? No. The only way that this works now to satisfy the 3 is for it to be the 2 lowest. Because if it were to go here and here, then this must be not a mine, and then the 3 couldn't be satisfied. So that there should be the correct response, okay? So that's them in play, meaning now the 5 shotgun is satisfied, meaning this must be a normal one. And if this is normal, that means the red is now satisfied, yeah, for the 2. 1, you're happy, that's a 0. Okay, so we've cleared out that side right there. What else do we need to get done here? That's a 1, you're satisfied. And this is 4. Okay. There need to be 4 inside here, including that triangle at the top. There's already going to be... yeah, there's already 3. So therefore it must be 1 mine in those. So it must be one of these 2. It can't not be, because otherwise the 3 can never be satisfied. So the one at the top must be safe, therefore. There's a 0 right here, so as a result of this being a 1 right there, you must be the mine and you must be safe. Yep, job done. Okay, my logic skills have not failed me so far. Okay, now how do we solve the rest of this? Because now there's a whole bunch of 1s in a row, which isn't necessarily, you know, that's helpful. So, okay, this 2 has already got itself half satisfied, so it could be any of these. We've already got... Okay, there can only be 1 mine in all of these squares, so it needs to be in a position that satisfies all of the above. And if it was to be... Yeah, it needs to be adjacent to the 2. It has to be adjacent to the 2, otherwise the 2 can never be satisfied. Okay, and that doesn't necessarily mean... No, it has to be here, because that's the only way we can satisfy the 1 and the 2. Otherwise, this 1 can't be satisfied. This must be the right spot, because if I went any further down, the 2 couldn't be satisfied. If I went further up, this 1 could never be satisfied. So as a result of that, you're now covered, my friend, and you guys are all covered as well. Not you, though. You're covered, and zeros. Everybody loves zeros. Lovely, lovely zeros. Right, keep the zeros moving in the right direction, my friends. You're a 0 as well. You have to be there. That doesn't affect this 1, though, so ignore that. That's a false friend. In fact, if anything, one of these 2. How are we gonna... Oh! 0. Okay, don't ignore red 0, because that means this... Okay, no, my mistake. It's fine, because yes, I should double check that. So, red doesn't penetrate walls, but shotgun does. So we're playing by Rainbow Six Siege rules. Gotcha. Okay, there might be some more useful stuff down here. So this 0 is fine. This 1 has to be here. Therefore, you're all 100% A-okay for now. You must be there. The 2 is satisfied. The 1 is satisfied. Or you are satisfied. So... Okay, now start using the number of remaining mines to my advantage. There are 2 remaining mines. That does not help me because I have very limited information about what's going on over in that direction. How do I solve this? John, there's a 0! You've got the bloody... Okay. So, right. I've got 2 remaining. Yes, now I've got the information. The 2 must be 2 of these 3, because otherwise the 2 can never be satisfied. So therefore, this must be safe. You must be keeping the 1 satisfied, and that means the only last viable space is this one to keep this 2 satisfied, and... No, because that's up there. So, okay, we slightly fluffed it at the end there, but it's all fine, because we got it in the end. Hooray for me. So, okay, that's the first level of World 4, of which there are 140 to go. So, let's dive down south. Let's dive down south here. This one looks, you know, nice and small and manageable. Whole bunch of zeros. Everybody loves zeros. 2 dotted around in here. Okay. Then that must mean 1 is on the left, 1 is on the right, because they have to be able to satisfy all the ones I can see. So therefore, this must be correct, because if it was here, it wouldn't satisfy this one, then there'd be nothing left for this one. So, as a result of that, this one is all fine at this point. We can expand out a little bit. There's a 0. Everybody loves zeros. This must satisfy that too, and therefore this one is already satisfied, so we can take care of that. You're saying there is 1 in this direction, so therefore that must be a mine, because it can't be anything else. You're already satisfied. You're a 0. Everybody loves zeros. You're for that, so therefore all of this is under control. There are now 2 more in this entire space. Now, that does not inherently mean that... Then again, hang on. You're already satisfied. So, I've already got... Yeah, there's 2 more. That doesn't mean... I mean, it could be here and here. I can't rule out it's here and here. So, let's come back to that one in a second. So, meanwhile, over here... Yeah, there's 1 more covering the green 2. The problem is it could be in either of these two locations, but I do have a 0 to help me out a bit here, so okay, the 0 is all fine. That therefore now must be, yeah, it's got to be here, meaning this one's now clear, and then the shotgun says there's 2 over in this direction. You've already been satisfied, so you're all absolutely A-okay. Then there's a 2, it can only be here. The 1 is satisfied, and we can move on beautifully. Okay. So now there are 2 in here. Now it can't be here, because you're already satisfied, so therefore, by definition, it must be these 2. And that also satisfies both the 2 and the 1, though I don't know what's going on here, though I can loop round and I can check, so this should be a 2, and there we go, job done. So yeah, we might be looping around and meeting halfway. In fact, we might have needed this one over here. This might be crucial as we work our way round. So, okay. Let's have a think about this. You're already satisfied, and there's a bunch of zeros. 1 in these 2 directions. We've already got the 1, so therefore that is 2 and 2. You need to go here, don't you, buddy? Yes, because that 1 needs to be satisfied. Then you need to satisfy this 2. Therefore, this 2 is already satisfied. Therefore, this 2 is already satisfied. This 1 is absolutely fine. This 1 needs to go here. That 2 is satisfied. You're fine. And 3. And we've already got 2 out of 3. So 1 more, but there's a bunch of zeros. Always clear out the zeros first. Zeros are nice. So there can only be 1 more. Therefore, the only way to know. I was about to say the only way it can be a solution is if we've got, like, 1 here to hit both of them. But no, that's not true. Because it could be here and here. In fact, no, because I can clear that one out right now. So I know it's not in that spot. And as a result of that, it's got to be here, right? So it's got to cover both of them. And that means you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, and you're safe. Good. Keep on keeping on. You're already mostly surrounded, so therefore, yes, we need both of them to make you work. And here's where things start getting interesting, because there's a lot of spare hexes so far, but I've only got 3 more mines on the board. So, okay, seriously, why have I not done this one? John, that's pretty obvious right there. Could have done that one a long time ago. Only 2 left to go. And we're running out of space here. You're all both fine already. I do not need a clue game. I'm doing quite well, actually. You're already fine. The 2 is satisfied. Double shotgun saying 4. So, okay. I now know, therefore, as I've already got 2 in the shotgun, the 2 must be on those over there. Therefore, by definition, anything not in the shotgun must be safe, because there's only 2 left. So you are both guaranteed to be safe, because you can't not be. That's a 0, which is great right there. You have to satisfy that 1, and then... okay, 1 left, which therefore must be this, right? And then just hit them. Job done. Okay, lovely, and it's a nice star as well. Okay, we got big stuff here, so 0, then... oh, okay. I now know there's nothing in any of these directions, and oh, bloody hell. Okay, this is nothing but a huge amount of red. Okay, it's all gone a bit Sudoku all of a sudden. So, all of this is fine, and then... none of these are arrowable, so I can start working around all of this. Oh, flipping heck. Okay, everything's under control. Just basically work my way through the zeros, because if there's loads of zeros are good. Everyone loves zeros. Zeros are my best friend. Okay, I think I've cleared out the zeros as far as I can, so... okay. What's going to be the easiest way to do this? The easiest way is going to be to find individual lines that are demanding only 1. Here we go. So therefore, you must be a mine. Therefore, by definition, this cannot be a mine. That's how we can start putting some stuff together. That way, these 1s become fully satisfied, and we can start filling this out. That is now a 2, meaning this must be fine. That 2's not satisfied, but these 1s now are, and there's some more zeros, so I can start expanding a little bit. This 1's already satisfied. This 2 comes over to here. That 2 is satisfied. This 1 is satisfied. And then this 2 must be... That 2 satisfied as well. That's a 1, so that's satisfied. This one comes over to here. That satisfies the 1. I'm saying satisfies a lot. I hope you enjoy the word satisfies, because by now it might have stopped meaning anything, and I'm really sorry if that's the case. More zeros, which is always welcome. Zeros are my best friend. Keep on keeping on. 2 there, 1 satisfied, and then you are there, you're satisfied already, you're all satisfied, and okay, with that line is already fine. That line, it must be here, I already know that. This line must be, well, there's something else to be done here, but that's that, so therefore all of these I know are safe, and then there's going to be 1 here, which must be this, and there we go. That's this side almost completely taken care of, so, okay. Okay. There's 2 in here. Can't be you, because you're already happy with me. You've got to be this, so you're going to be fine. So there's 2 here, and there's 2 here out of this 3. So, that's got to be you, because that's anything you can be. That's got to be you, because that's all you can be. And that means, yeah, this is all fine. You're satisfied, meaning now... It's one of these 2, and I believe it's got to be you, right? Yes, it's got to be. So, okay, that is the right-hand side completed. The left-hand side, however, is trickier, because I say this, I didn't bother finishing my zeros. There's more bloody zeros yet. Okay, now I'm done with my zeros. So that's fine. There's 4 over here. You're already satisfied as well, actually. You're satisfied. And that means you have to go here, meaning all of you are fine. You have to go here, you're fine as well. All of you are A-okay. Everything is lovely. There's some more zeros too. You have to go to here. This isn't so bad. It looks a bit intimidating, but if you just take it piece by piece, it's manageable. Okay, and then the ones around you are all okay as well. Lovely. And then we can just slowly start pushing out. Alright, everything's lovely. In fact, there's loads of zeros dotted about here. Marvellous. In fact, here's a good one right here. This one has to be 2 here, meaning the rest of this line is now 100% safe, and that just gives me a few more zeros to work with. What else do we have? Here we go. Safe line right here. Check the lines. We got some safe lines, and safe line here as well, because we've already got the 1 and the zeros all around you. Loads of zeros, in fact. Love lots of zeros. So that's all absolutely A-okay as well. We've got a 1 here. I've already cleared you out. There is a 2. I've not done that. 2, not done that. And that's a 3 as well. But there we go. That's going to be the final 3. And therefore, all of you are A-okay as well. So we got a couple of lines already completed, which is marvellous. That's there, because that's for the 1 there. And then that's that. So therefore, all the rest of this is under control. And that just gives me a few more zeros as well. So in which case, obviously, that's got to be you. You're now 2, meaning all the rest of you are fine. So it now just is 1 here, which has to be you. Therefore, all of you are fine. 3 here. I've already got 1 down, so you're already safe. You need to be that. That means 1 more on this row, and it has to be 2. You're safe already. This one needs something, so therefore it's you. Okay, and then there should be 4 along here. So there's... Hang on. How can there still be 4 mines if there's... Oh! Yep, that makes sense. There was 1 right at the bottom. So 3 of these 5 have to be mines. It has to be you. You've got to be satisfied already. It has to be you. So in which case there is 1 more mine and you're a 2. And that's it. Job flipping done. And it even does it in the same order you do it in. Oh, that's lovely. I'd completely missed that. And oh, here we go. Flipping star time. Okay, this level's been marked as... This is the Hexceed level. Okay, well this is fine. If a level's marked in a star, that's probably a bad sign, to be honest. So, okay, all of you are 0. So this is going to start bouncing me from area to area. So all of you are safe, and all of you are safe. Always just clear your zeros first. Okay, just some basic 0 clearing going on over there. So, okay, what do we have here? What do we have? This 3 must be for these 3, and this says there's only 1 in this direction, so therefore the rest of these must be safe. The 2 is already satisfied, and there's a 0 right there. You have to go to here. The 1 is satisfied, so therefore the 3rd one must be up there, which is lovely. There needs to be 4 in here, And I've already actually got nothing but 4 left, so all of them must be mines. I've already got one mine up there, therefore this starting spot over here must be safe. In fact, this is all absolutely fine, aside from 1, 2, 3. So you must be a mine as well, which means you're safe and we can start moving in this direction, as are you, by the way. I've already got a mine there, therefore these 2 starting spots must be safe. There's nothing in any of these spots, so therefore I can grab them. There's a 6 over in this direction, marvellous. Okay. There's 1 in the shotgun, therefore the mine that triggers the 1 is there, therefore we can work around the outside, or rather we sort of can. The only way to satisfy this 2 is to go here. And that means the shotgun says this is already safe, so this must be for you. You must be satisfied. The 1 has already been satisfied, therefore we can move over to this island safely. In fact, this is a 0 island, which lets me move to this island safely. The 2 must be that. The 1 is satisfied. That means you are also safe over here, but I don't know what's going on here, because that 0 is just pointing in this direction. So no, this is safe, which is fine. Those 2 are there. 0 in this direction, so therefore 0, 0, 1, 0. This must be the 2 here. But now I can't go any further in terms of island hopping, because it's all about the island hopping. Okay, back to the X. This must be a mine. How many... Hang on, how many actually are there on here? That's 4, 7. Okay, 6 out of these 9 have to be mines. That doesn't necessarily help me. So, okay, what's the next move I have to make here? Because I don't see the next logical move, actually. Ah, there's a 0 in this direction over here. Okay, so all of these I can clear. So I've opened up a whole bunch of stuff over in this direction. In fact, actually, I've just cleared out a whole bunch of stuff that could have been a problem. So, hang on. 0, 0, more zeros. All of you are zeros. Okay, so we can move over to here. All of this has got to be safe, because it can't not be at this point. This one must be here. And this must be... Okay, if there needs to be 4 here, then it must just be all of these. It must just be another cluster like we had down over here. It's like, oh, is it symmetrical? There might be an element of symmetry. I just haven't noticed so far. So, okay, plenty more zeros to come yet. That's another 4, where it can only be these 4. Okay, but now, the 6. I have got... Okay, so one of them's spoken for already, but there have to be 6 along this axis. And yeah, now 5 of the remaining cells, and there's only 5 remaining cells. So therefore, every single one of these must, by definition, be a mine. Which means you're safe, all of you are safe, and now we can get back to island hopping. Good. Good. So, okay. 0 here. Follow the 0. The 0 is always a good trail to go on. That must be you. Therefore, I can hop to the E. Alright, more zeros. More lovely safe zeros here. Everything's fine. Up and down. That gets me over to here. Good. That must be the one there. What else do I have here? Hang about. There's 1 and 1. I can't guarantee. It could be here and here, but I've got more zeros to work with. So, I can clear out all of you. You must be there. That doesn't impact that. That doesn't impact that. But if you're there, you must be here. Therefore, you must be safe. I can't speak to this one, though, because that 0 only goes up and down. But actually, if I found... yeah, if I found this one in the center, then these 2 must be safe as well. So then 2 must be located in this direction, which means by definition, they must be mines. Okay, you're safe, but I can't speak to this, but I might be able to... Yep, I can just 0 follow. I can use that to get down to the last island. And in this direction, that's all nothing but zeros. Lovely, that's you, and that's you, and that's... Hang on. How is that? Oh, that one's already spoken for, John. Dear oh flippin' dear. That one was satisfied. You tried to over-satisfy it, and now it's just grumpy. Okay, follow the zeros. Keep training the zeros. 1 up and down. But I've already cleared the line, so it must be here. So that doesn't mean anything here. In fact, you know what? Those must be mines. By definition, those must be mines. I've still not come back over here, by the way, which is a little bit concerning. I've just sort of abandoned the X and the C. So... okay. there needs to be 1 here. So therefore, it needs to be one of these 2 spots, but I don't know which of them it could be. It needs to satisfy both of these, but I don't know how to figure that out. But actually, no. If there can only be 1 in these, then this must be clear. It can't not be, because it has to go in one of these 2 spots. So therefore, we're golden. I'm kind of hoping we might get a bit of help here. No, that's just 2 mines. Okay, that's got me to that. That's got me to this is safe, because I've already found that one. This needs a 3, so that is now 100% fine. In fact, you know what? All of you are good as well, so that's good. That gets me to, aha, that gets me to here. Right, we're now, no, I do not need a clue game, I'm fine. At the end here, there needs to be a mine. 2 mines remain. 2 mines remain. Follow these. There needs to be 1 along here. Okay. 1 here. Well, that needs to be here. How am I going to calculate that one? Except, oh, wait, hang on. Oh, that includes that one. I've already found that, so therefore this is all absolutely fine. Which just brings me back to, oh, that brings me back to Doom Island. It's, it's got to be one of these 2. Because there's only 1 mine remaining and it has to satisfy both of these spots. That doesn't stretch far enough to influence that. There's no... The red doesn't stretch that far. There's... Yeah, that's all 0s. It's one of these 2, and I don't know how to calculate it, so I'm going to guess it wasn't that. But it was that. So therefore I found all the mines. I don't know how to know whether that's on the left or the right. Okay, sorry, that one lost me at the end there. And there we go. I have successfully coloured in the word Hexceed. Right, let's get back to World 4 here. Let's see what we got going on in World 4. So far, 0. I'm a genius. So 2 in this direction. 3 over here. Well, we're clearing out some of these nice and fast. So, for the 3 to be satisfied, no. Actually, yes. Now I've cleared out that. This must be those 3 right there. The 1 is already happy. Needs to be one of those 2 spots for the 3 to be happy, but I don't know which one. So just clear out some more 0s. We'll come back to that down the line. So 2s and 1s right there. Okay, you've already got 1, but not more than that. In fact, hang on. If you've got... Is there a way I can use process of elimination here? So... One of these 2. It must be one of these 2 to satisfy the 3. I mean, there can only be 1 more on this line. Now, if there's only 1 more on this line, then does that mean it has to be here so that it can simultaneously satisfy both of the 2s? Because if it was here, then... Yeah, it needs to be... Okay, it could be here or here. It has to be one of these 2 to satisfy this 2 with the help of this one. But if it was here, then... No, this 2 can never be satisfied, so it must be here. It can't not be. And therefore... This is one of these 2, but that doesn't necessarily help me. But with this 2 satisfied, I can now start... Yeah, now I can start filling out some more stuff. So, okay, there's 0. That helps me out a lot. So, okay, I'm glad I figured that one out. This is starting to get, you know, tricky. Now it's testing the old grey matter. So, at this point... That's a 0 there. So, for this 3 to be satisfied, yeah, to satisfy both 3s, this needs to be the other one. That means the 2 red is now happy, meaning I can now just start expanding in that direction. This 2 needs to be here, meaning these ones are now happy. 2 over in this direction. You guys should all be pretty happy at this point. You're happy as well. So, 3 in here. You have to satisfy that 1, because the 1 can't be satisfied in any other way. The 2 could be satisfied by something over here, so that doesn't really affect that. So let's come back to that one in a moment. 3 could be either of them 2. Doesn't really matter. No, there's more 0s. Make sure we've taken care of the 0s. This line's already been taken care of. This one's already happy. These ones are already happy. You have to be this, meaning you're already happy as well. So that's all absolutely lovely too. You're happy as well. That's a 0. Everybody loves a 0. Okay. What's the... John, there's a 0 right there. You could probably just start using the... Why is there a 0 right there? I don't know, but there's a 0 right there, so that's great. Now there's a 2 in this direction, so that's a lot of space to cover with only 2. So that needs to be 1 up top and 1 down below, in such a position as everybody ends up happy, which makes me think it's going to be here, and no, I'm wrong, and here. Okay, I was right down south, but up north. Oh, because the other one could be satisfied from the north, of course it could, so that was a dumb move. But okay, I've got a bit more to help me with at this point, because yeah, these ones are going to expand. No! Luckily, I'm not playing on hardcore mode, so it's fine. I went a little bit too far there. Everything's under control. In fact, yeah, that one has to be right there, because this one is not next to that one. Okay. Okay. What's the next logical move here? You have to be there, therefore these ones are all happy for the time being. That's a 0, which is great, and there's a 3. So now we're back up to here. Okay, the best bit of evidence I've got is there must be 1 somewhere dotted about here. Okay, but this one... Okay, no, this 3 is satisfied, because this 1 has to be satisfied here. Therefore, the space next to it is safe. That means now, at this point, yes. Okay. Okay. If I was to put, yeah, a flag, one of these 2 spaces to satisfy this 1, but it could be either, because the 1 above this one could be satisfied from above. But also factor in there's only 4 remaining, though that's not really becoming a crunch just yet. There's plenty of stuff for the time being. There also needs to be, yeah, 1 here to satisfy that. That could be either of them. But I feel like this is to satisfy that one. And then we've got 1 here, and then 1... I think this is right. Yep, okay, that was a bit of a guess, possibly. Which satisfies the 2, which means, therefore, this is for the 1. The 2's already happy. That 2's already happy as well. That's 1 right there, and then 1 more. So you 2 are already happy, aren't you? Meaning, that's the last one. Okay, this is, yeah, starting to get a little bit on the thinky side. Okay, one more. Because, yes, it's nice to have tiny bite-sized puzzles. So, okay, this one seems manageable so far. Plenty of 0s, plenty of stuff I can work off. 1 in this direction. Needs to be 1 of these spots. Well, that has to be that. Therefore, these are going to be safe. 5 dots around here, and that one's safe as well. So we've got plenty more to work with yet. A couple more 0s I can start clearing out on this side. We can also go a bit more in this direction, though. Okay, this is a bit of a mystery, but yeah, when I can get enough mines settled down on the left, then the right will start opening up using that. In fact, we've also got ourselves... Yeah, here we go. There's a 3 right here. So that's fine for that. That is 2 of the 5. The 2 is happy. That 2 is not happy, however. Okay, hang about. Okay, with the 5 here, yeah, this 2 in particular must be satisfied by these 3. And this 1 actually needs to be right here anyway. So if I was to put the other flag here, that would satisfy... the 2, but it wouldn't satisfy this 2, but this 2 could be... No! John, you've missed that. So, okay, this one must be here, therefore this 2 is happy, therefore this 1 is happy, and... Are we golden, therefore? Hang on, how many... That's there. So, okay, this 2 needs to be these 2 anyway, so therefore that's the 5, now nice and cleared. Good. This 2 is also happy, this 1 is happy, everybody's nice and happy. And this 1 is also super happy, which is very bloody convenient. 2 is fine, that is fine as well, life is good. Just 2 more need to be found right here, though. Ooh, that's a bit of a tricky one. How are we going to resolve you? 2 here, but there's 1... Nope, this one's already happy, so therefore it must be here. And this one is 2 here, that's fine, and there we go. Now we've got that 0 unlocks, which is very bloody convenient. 1 over in this direction. So we'll get back to that in a second. Just never forget to, you know, clear out all the 0s. 10 to go. Okay. If these need to be here, then this has to be here, because these have to be satisfied by that. It can't not be. Meaning all the others are here, the zeros are fine. That means as a result of that, yeah, we got more flipping zeros here. You have to be all 3 of these to satisfy both sets of 2s, which is fine. And then we have got ourselves... oh, blimey, then what's next? I've got to factor in, I've only got 6 mines left, so I've got to be somewhat efficient to make all this fit together. So, intuitively, one that covers as many as possible is going to be the solution, because there's just way too much stuff. Otherwise, that is a 2, meaning that must be that, meaning therefore all of you are 100% A-okay. If that's true, then this must be for you. You're not going to be satisfied, but that is, that's a 1. That's one of these 2. You're already satisfied, so it must be that one. Okay, cool. 2 mines remaining. You guys are already happy. You guys are 100% A-okay. That's 1 right there. That's all fine. And then 0. There you go. Last flipping 1 job done. It's a lovely bow tie, I think. And I could go on, by which I mean, very literally. About another 136 times, and also, 140 times, and then 110 times, and then, another 20-odd times there. And then if I wanted to pay, $1, another 110 times beyond that. And then if I wanted to pay, $6 for the season pass, another 100 times every month for the rest of the year. But basically, it's just, hexagonal Minesweeper. And it's free, with some extra rules tossed in, so... I mean, it's not going to change the world, but it's a nice little time waster. You can't complain when it's the good sort of free. When you get hundreds of levels for free, and if you feel like tossing them $1, you get hundreds more levels. Okay? That's the good sort of free to play right there. It's a good idea, well executed, relaxing score, nice relaxing time waster. Nothing wrong with it. Functionally, it's a perfect game. This is functionally a perfect game because there is nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's just a good idea, well executed, for free. So, link in the description below. You may as well check it out. It is completely free. So, yeah, nice time with this. Had a lovely time with this one. Sorry, I just wanted to do, something relaxing today. So, hope you've had a nice relax with me. Hopefully, indeed, there will be more relaxing videos in the future. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. And this has been Hexceed. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is, it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.